In World War II, we were in the city of Bath. The Germans bombarded London and blasted the naval headquarters. So they transferred the navy to the city of Bath, about 140 miles away. Lord Haw-Haw, that rebel that, you remember, that was a traitor to England, he came on the radio that night. He said the British Admiralty was moved from London to Bath, but we were there tomorrow night, and sure enough they came. One of the young ladies, a very, very beautiful young lady, came and knelt at the altar one night. I had the privilege of praying with her. A society girl, I think she danced in Buckingham Palace, and I don't know who she hadn't danced with, and lived the life. She got saved. Gave up her cocktail parties, gave up her dancing, gave up her smoking, gave up her high living. Her mother came to see me one day. "Oh, you are responsible for my daughter, aren't you?" "Not that I know of." I said, "I think God's responsible." "God?" "Well, she said she knelt and you prayed with her. She knelt in the sawdust." "My daughter kneeling in the sawdust?" I said, "You got a problem." "What was it?" I said, "She's a sinner. She's a communicant in the Church of England. She's taken sacrament all her life. She's going to hell whether or not. Ask her." She was till she got saved. Do you know she got what lots of people get? She won't play cards with us now. She won't go to our dances. We bring all the nice country people in, all the society people. And she's snobbish. She won't take a cocktail, and she won't smoke, and she won't dance, and she won't play cards. Do you know she's distressing our family? Do you know she split our family in two? I said, "No, she didn't. Sinners split your family in two. You ought to be glad your daughter's living a clean, pure, holy life. As you admit, her life is so wonderfully transparent." I used it in an illustration speaking in a meeting just near Westminster Abbey a few years after. I didn't give a name. I said how she was saved, and she went to one of the poorest hospitals, a Jewish hospital in London, which is the poorest hospital in the nation. Of course, today I guess it gets government help. It didn't get government help. She went up there and signed up. She took all her training and became a super nurse. And then she left and went as a missionary to India, to Afghanistan actually. When I spoke about this young lady, a lady came to me afterwards and said, "Pardon me, could I ask you the name of that gorgeous lady you spoke about?" I said, "Yes, her name was Mary Barton." "It was?" "Yeah. Have you met her?" "She was my roommate at the hospital. She always said, 'Please give me the hardest jobs to do. Please give me the dirty things you don't like to do for old people. Please let me do what Jesus would do if he was here.' She would always work an extra hour without complaint. She would give some of the money to nurses and others that had need. And you say she was a society girl, she knew people in royalty, yes. One of her aunts is a duchess, yes. She's in the upper crust of English society. Mr. Ravenhill, she never mentioned one of those things to me. You said she studied music in the Conservatoire at Milan. She studied painting under one of the great modern masters in Belgium. She's an all-round genius kind of thing. But she did she said, "I'm so embarrassed now when I think." I would complain and she would say, "Well, dear, I'm not just doing it for the sake of the hospital. I do it because I think it's a thing that Jesus would do." And she said there was never a complaint from her lips at all. She said the beauty of God was in that girl's life. Well, isn't that better than being number one evangelist or number one something else? Yes. When somebody sees him walking in flesh and blood, like I said the other day, I reverse my opinion that Paul was driven by the fact that he knew the terror of God or the judgment seat of Christ or the love of Christ concerned. I believe it was all summed up in Philippians 1:20, that Christ may be magnified by my body. Not by my ministry, not by my miracles, not by my epistles, by my body, my demeanor, my attitude, my gentleness, my love, my quietness, my peace, But you know, there's nothing more beautiful than holy character.